Man, I gotta get off this road. I'm gonna come down here for a nice little ride through here, and man, people are all over the place. It is crazy. People crossing the double yellows. You want to find the cop, just let me roll a stop. Okay, today guys, I want to talk to you about a kit that has been on my mind for quite a while now. It is the Stage 4 kit from Harley Davidson for your Sportster. Now, this kit comes with CNC ported cylinder heads, a 58mm throttle body, and a manifold to mount the throttle body. It also has 585 lift cams and 10.5 to 1 compression pistons. I think this kit is great for somebody who just bought a brand new bike and you're trying to maintain your warranty. Since if you buy and have the dealer install this kit, it doesn't impact your 2-year unlimited miles warranty. And if you buy an extended warranty, it is covered for that duration as well. Now, the kit is available for 2007 and newer Sportsters. It will work on an 883, not just the 1200, but on the 883, you will have to purchase new cylinders. You'll have to get the 1200cc cylinders. And the same is possibly true if you have an older 1200 or a bike that you've got some miles on that you're wanting to put this kit on, because the dealer is going to measure your cylinder bore, and if it's outside of a specified range that they've defined, they're not going to install it. They're going to tell you need new cylinders, which could cost you roughly $600 extra, just like if you were having to put them on the 883. So that's just something to consider if you're not putting this on a new bike or upgrading an 883. And also, to maintain the warranty, this kit, they say it will require the Screamin' Eagle Pro Street tuner. So you'd have to use their tuner, definitely, to maintain the warranty on the product, because even though if you had it tuned with a quality aftermarket product, they might still argue with you if you ever had an issue with it, that it was the tuner, and granted they got to prove it, but kind of all the whole you can't fight City Hall thing. But anyhow, I digress on that. So, another thing to note on this is the 58mm throttle body. Harley Davidson only offers one air cleaner, but you get an option of 2 colors that will fit it, and that is the heavy breather. Now, the only color option on it is that elbow, and that elbow is either in chrome or black, and it's the only one that they offer that's going to fit that throttle body. And I'm not aware of any aftermarket air cleaner that'll fit that Screamin' Eagle throttle body. So if you know of one, please let me know in the comments below. Now, the other thing I've heard about this kit though too is that you might have to get the Perfect Fit push rods, which are an adjustable push rod for the Sportster motor. Now, I don't know if this is something that's a definite or if it's kind of on a case-by-case basis, because no two engines are alike. I mean, that's why when they machine engine cases, they machine them in a pair to make sure they'll seal correctly. So that's another possibility of something you might have to purchase. That's another, I think they're about $70. Let's go across this rusted out old bridge over here. Let's wait on this bicycle. He probably doesn't want to have a really messed up day. Okay. Now, so you've got your kit, which is about just round up here, say $2,300. And then you're going to have to get your cylinder heads for another $600. Let's just go ahead and say that it actually did need the push rods for $80. And then you've got to buy the air cleaner, which the heavy breather air cleaner for the 58mm throttle body is a little bit more. I think it's like $20, $25 more than the one that fits the stock throttle body. So it's $350. And then you got to get their Pro Street tuner, which is $300. And then you're going to have the dealer labor, and depending on where you're at and what your dealer's labor rate is, As you can see, it adds up pretty quick. We're getting up to about $5,000. Now, there are some things about the kit that I'm not really, that kind of got me scratching my head. These late model Sportsters, 2007 and newer, they actually have a really good cylinder head right from the factory as they sit. I mean, these heads flow well enough to support, honestly, probably, I mean, up to 100 horsepower. Maybe even a little more than 100 horsepower. And I love that torque. So, with those being able to support up to 100 horsepower, that's a lot more than what they I mean, that's about the top end of what they advertise in this kit with the ported heads. So, the other part of this kit that's really kind of makes me wonder a little bit is the throttle body. This massive throttle body. I mean, it's like putting a twin cam throttle body on your Sportster. Now, the stock throttle body, I guarantee you, that thing is going to provide your bike with more than enough air. I mean, generally, people don't start porting the throttle body or looking for a bigger aftermarket throttle body unless you're doing like an 88 or 90 inch build, or you're doing any kind of bore increase, like going to a 1250, 1275, and you're going for that 120 horsepower mark. So, with that in mind, we have good flowing heads in the throttle body that already delivers more than enough air to the bike. It kind of got me to thinking, why, you know, a guy could, hey, Fat Bob. So a guy could, instead of, like on this kit, let's take out the throttle body and the cylinder heads. And you can buy these parts individually. I honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to do the full kit, buy the kit. Don't piece it out. It's a lot more expensive that way. But here's a thought that I had. If you were going to do this, why not go with just buy the 10.5-to-1 compression pistons and buy the 585 camshafts. That way you can choose whatever air cleaner you'd like. Oh, and by the way, you'll need the valve springs, or Harley says you'll need the valve springs to install the 585 cans because of the increased lift. And I guarantee it, with a good set of exhaust, like a 2-into-1 muffler or a slip-on, wow, run a red light, that's going to put you right in the ballpark of 90 horsepower. I can almost guarantee it. At 7,000 RPM, that is almost a guarantee. Because I believe this kit, they advertise, if you're running the Screaming Eagle mufflers, it's 85 horsepower roughly, I think, with the full stage 4 that they say. And then what they call race use exhaust, which is like any aftermarket free-flowing 2-into-1, or some good slip-ons, you're looking at about 95 horsepower. But I honestly believe if you just put the high compression pistons, the camshaft, choose your own air cleaner, your own tuner, and put you a good free-flowing exhaust, you get right in the range of this kit for a whole lot less money. Because the money that you would save on that, you could definitely put that into what your dealer labor would be. But all in all, I think it's a great kit. Other than that, but kind of to what I said about just doing the pistons and the cams, I had actually watched a video that a Harley Davidson dealer had posted where they took a customer's bike and they did the 585 camshafts with the springs in it, and then he had a Screaming Eagle air cleaner, and he had the Screaming Eagle street canted mufflers, and the bike was tuned with the Screaming Eagle Pro Street tuner, and the bike cracked off 85 horsepower. I'm like, what? I mean, of course, they didn't say what RPM it was at, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be up around 7,000 RPM. But that's what made me think. I was like, man, if he just would have done the pistons in that, or if he just would have done the pistons and put some better exhaust on it other than the Screaming Eagles, because the Screaming Eagle exhaust are really not much more than an upgraded version of the really not more than an upgraded version of the stock mufflers. I mean, they're not any louder at stock, and they're only marginally louder under throttle. So, I don't know, guys. Those are the things to consider. I'll do a video later on some of the aftermarket stuff and make a case for that. But anyhow, guys, stay safe out there on the roads. Keep the rubber side down. Please be sure to like and subscribe and share this with a friend. Also, leave a comment on the video. I'd love to come check out your channel. Anyhow, guys, stay safe, have a good ride, and I'll catch you on the next one.